How to deal with your SP in the 3D. This is something that I am being asked a lot by many of you who are manifesting a specific person and are very, very confused, perhaps, about how to combine the world of your consciousness, the world of your imagination, with what you see in the 3D, which might not always correspond. And in general, this is an area that tends to confuse people a lot. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person, and I do have a members-only channel with a lot of perks for members, including weekly live workshops with a different manifesting topic each week, weekly live group coaching, a lot of exclusive content, monthly challenges for a chance to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, and a lot more. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website or to the membership channel. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. So how do I deal with my SP in the 3D? Like I said, this is a question I get a lot. And this question tends to apply to a lot of you guys who are on the journey of manifesting your specific person, especially if you've been cultivating a specific reality in your imagination. You're living in the consciousness of perhaps being together with your specific person, or being back together, or them committing to you, or dating exclusively, whatever the situation may be for each one of you. But the 3D hasn't, as we say, conformed quite yet. Or maybe it has conformed a little bit, but it hasn't conformed fully, and so on. So then the question becomes that I know confuses a lot of people, frustrates a lot of people. How do I deal with that specific person in the 3D? If in my mind we are married, if in my mind, in my imagination, we are an exclusive couple, if in my imagination they have already committed to me or we're already back together, but in the 3D reality, this is not yet the case, what do I do? How do I deal with them? How do I talk to them? Do I text them? Do I not text them? And so on. The list is endless. The thing that I want you guys to remember is that, number one, if you're asking this question, that can be an indication that you may not yet be in that state of the wish fulfilled that we talk about so much in the manifesting community. That state means that in your consciousness, while you're not fooling yourself or lying to yourself, you still, however, in your consciousness, feel and know it that you and your SP are going to be together. You're just expecting it. You're having that positive anticipation, as we say. And of course, this doesn't only go for being together with your SP, because you might very well be together with your SP already. It goes for any and all manifestations that have to do with an SP. So as I was saying, if you're asking that question, there is a decent chance that you may not yet be in that state of the wish fulfilled, or that at least you might not be fully immersed in that state. You see, guys, when you have the consciousness that I am with my SP, I am going to be with my SP, they are committing to me, we are getting married, I am the one for them, they are the one for me, and so on, questions like that tend to become irrelevant. Why do they become irrelevant? For a very simple reason. Because where your consciousness primarily and predominantly resides, dwells upon, also determines your actions in the 3D, your reactions in the 3D, the way you're thinking about the 3D, your decisions in the 3D. Meaning that if you are predominantly in such a consciousness, positively anticipating that your manifestation is going to come at any time, chances are you're already surrendering to the knowing that I have my desire. Chances are that you are already not feeling the need to push things. You may take action, you may very well take action, but it's not action to push things. It's action that feels very natural. It's action that you are not endlessly thinking about. You're not endlessly second guessing or orchestrating or strategizing about. It's action that's usually spontaneous and just feels very, very natural, very, very normal to you. Or you may realize that you don't even need to take any action and you may not even feel the need to take any action. What that means when it comes to the 3D is that when the time comes to deal with the 3D, you already deal with the 3D in a very normal way, in a very natural way. You are not afraid perhaps to talk to your SP, you're not afraid to text them. If there is a reason to text them, not to push the 3D, not to try to instigate a change in the 3D, you're not constantly second guessing yourself about this or that. How do I respond to their text? Do I need to wait X amount of hours before I respond? Do I say this or do I not say this? And all these things. In other words, you guys, you act naturally, you act normally. And this is my advice to you today. If you are dealing with your SP in the 3D, act normally. Talk to them the way you normally would. Text them if you need to text them, if there is a reason to text them. Obviously, don't text them to try and force anything, because that is coming from a contradictory state to the state that you want to be in. If you're friends with them, be friends with them. If you're working together and you have a professional relationship, continue with that professional relationship. The difference is that because in consciousness you are residing in the knowledge that I am going to have this person and I are going to be together, or are going to be back together, or are going to commit to each other, and so on, you also start acting very naturally like that person in the 3D. And by that, I don't mean going up to your specific person and saying, hey hubby, hey wifey, nothing like that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that you act with no fear. You are not self-conscious to the point of second guessing every little thing, every little word that you might have said to them, every little interaction, overanalyzing everything in your mind. All these, you guys, are indications that you are not yet in the consciousness of the wish fulfilled. So my advice is to prioritize getting yourself in that consciousness of the wish fulfilled. And once that happens, you will see that your behavior, your attitude in the 3D towards them, the way you deal with them, the way you're showing up for them, is naturally going to change and conform itself to that new person that you now know that you are, that new person that you are now identifying as. So it's not so much about should I text them or should I not text them. The question is rather, is there a reason for you to text them? If there is no reason for you to text them, why are you even considering it? If there is a reason for you to text them, what is stopping you from texting them? And why are you even second guessing it? You see what I mean? Hopefully you're starting to see the subtle difference of what I'm talking about. If you're sitting here wondering, they texted me, should I text back right away, or should I wait 2 hours or 5 hours or half a day to respond, or next day? Is there a reason to wait other than obviously to play games, which this channel of course doesn't advocate for? If there is a reason for the delay that feels natural to you, sure, delay your response. If there is no reason to delay your response, then don't delay your response. That's what I mean when I'm talking about acting naturally, acting normally. If you are wondering, should I go up and talk to them? Okay, is there a reason to go up and talk to them? A real reason, not a reason that has to do with trying to push the 3D. Do you actually have something to tell them? Would you go and talk to them normally, yes or no? If the answer to that is no, then don't do it. If the answer to that is yes, then absolutely go and do it. So to try and recap things a little bit, first of all, your number one priority needs to be, am I living in that consciousness of the wish fulfilled? Am I starting to identify as the person who has their desire, who knows that their SP is theirs, who knows that their manifestation is coming? This, you guys, is then going to determine how you act in the 3D, how you react in the 3D, how you deal with your SP in the 3D, how you talk to them, how you're showing up, what your attitude is, and subsequently, this is going to guide your steps towards how to behave towards them in the 3D, even if the 3D is not conforming yet or is not fully conforming yet. Your inner state, your inner energy, your nervous system being regulated and being in a balanced state are what is going to determine how you show up in the 3D towards your SP. And you will know once you get into that state, into that consciousness of I have my desire, I know I'm going to have my desire, you are going to remember my words that this question is not going to matter to you much, if at all, because you are going to very naturally start behaving like the person who knows that they have their desire. And so your actions, if any, in the 3D are going to be very, very natural. They're going to feel very, very normal to you. In most cases, they're going to be spontaneous. And in any event, you're not going to be experiencing that anxiety and that doubt and that double mindedness of, do I do this or that? Do I not do this? Do I not do that? What the heck do I do? Hopefully, this has helped clarify this question. This has given you some guidance on how to show up in the 3D, how to deal with the 3D when it comes to your SP. Be normal, be natural, be yourself, and the rest is going to come, you guys. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.